Hey, what's up, man? Riddlouche, Mr. Live on location. And it was a crazy game tonight. NCAA championship game. Just wrapped up the NCAA championship game. I think this was like the 86th or the 87th championship game. Boom, shakalaka. It was UNC versus Kansas. And if you didn't get to watch the game, let me give you a quick summary, man. Look, at first, in the first part of the first half, Kansas was up like 7 or 10-0. Then UNC came back and ended up leading. They ended up tying it up in the first half and ended up dominating the rest of the first half and got up all the way up to 16-point lead on Kansas. UNC was up 16 points at their largest lead over Kansas, and the first half ended with UNC, University of North Carolina, Tar Heels up 15 points. Okay? Then it was like 45-30 approximately. Then at the beginning of the second half, the Kansas Jayhawks came back out with a vengeance. One of their team leaders at the half said, look, he looked at all his teammates and he looked at the coach and he said, look, all we got to do is go out there and have fun and do what we do and execute. So he believed, right? Now, mind you, being down 15, this was a 16-point deficit in the first half. This was the largest deficit in the history of the championship, right? The largest deficit in the history of the 86-year college basketball championship was tonight. 16 points. They were down. 15 points at the half. So when the second half started, the Kansas Jayhawks came out with a vengeance. There were 5 turnovers by the North Carolina Tar Heels, who I was pulling for, mind you. I was pulling for them Tar Heels, you know. Shout out to the Kakalakis. North and them South Kakalakis, man. I was pulling for them Kakalaks, but, or however they say it in the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Carolinas. But I was pulling for Kakalaki, man. But UNC came out, did 5 turnovers off the rip. And within only like 5 minutes or 7 minutes into the second half, they had already done 5 turnovers. Okay? So that allowed Kansas to capitalize off that. Kansas ended up cutting it down to 7. Then before you know it, it was like 2 or 3 point ball game. So Kansas ends up coming back, tying it up, then taking the lead. Then at one point, Kansas was up by 6 points with like 3 or 4 minutes to go, right? So they came back from 15 points down at the half, cut it to 7, tied it up. Then Kansas was up by 6 points. So going towards the end of the game, it was back down to a 1 to 2 point game. Kansas still ended up holding on to their lead. They ended up winning by 3 points because UNC could not make that last shot. They had an opportunity. They got a good look. They got a good, a fortunate error by Kansas at the last like 5 seconds. Kansas accidentally stepped out of bounds when they inbounded the ball. So that gave UNC one more possession to try to come back and tie it. It was 69-72, like 4 seconds left. UNC tried to shoot that 3 and tie it. Guy had the hand right in his face. Made the last second shot by UNC, barely hit the rim. Last second 3-point shot, barely hit that rim. Unfortunately, UNC lost that game, man. 69-72, Kansas Jayhawks win. They came back and got the biggest comeback of a deficit in the history of the NCAA championship. But hey, man, shout out to UNC still. I mean, shout out to both teams for playing their hearts out. But shout out to UNC still for their coach being one of the few coaches, or maybe the only coach, in his first year made it to that championship game. So shout out to the UNC coach, you know. But shout out to them Jayhawks. And those players believed, man. The big takeaway from this game, never give up. Because there was probably 95% of people thought that Kansas would not come back at the half, 15 points down, in the biggest deficit in the history of the NCAA championships. But yet, they still came back and won. Not only did they come back, they won. So, it just goes to show you, man, never give up. Leave it all on the field or on the court. Blood, sweat, and tears, leave it all on the court. Shout out to that UNC player. I forget, his name escapes me right now, but he hurt his ankle against Duke the day before yesterday. He shouldn't have played, but he still played with a rolled ankle, with a hurt ankle. He ended up hurting his ankle again with only like 1 minute left. He rolled the same ankle again. So I hope he still goes on to the NBA. You know, shout out to all the college players looking to go on to the NBA. Good luck with your NBA hopes and dreams, and hope all of you all who played for UNC, especially the UNC player that rolled his ankle, hope you go on to the NBA or Canadian League or whatever league you're trying to go to. And may your basketball wishes all come true. Salute to the Kansas Jayhawks. Salute to the UNC Tar Heels. And salute to Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski, for all your years of coaching at Duke. Duke did make it to the Final Four, but of course lost to UNC the day before yesterday. I grew up watching Coach K. Man, that was a kind of sad day to see Coach K last game. But salute to Coach K. And salute to the women's NCAA as well. Salute to my hometown, Louisville, Kentucky, and their women's basketball team. The U of L Cardinals, University of Louisville women's basketball team, Cardinals, made it to the Final Four. Salute to y'all with a great season. Better luck next year to the men's basketball teams that are my favorites, the University of Kentucky Wildcats and the University of Louisville Cardinals. Better luck to y'all next year. And with that being said, man, Riddlouche, Mr. Live on location. And if you want to get started trading stocks and cryptos, don't delay. Now is the time. You gotta click the link in my Riddlouche Instagram bio so that you can download the latest trading app to get started trading stocks and cryptos today while the markets are hot. And you'll get some free stocks and crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. And so will I. So it's a win-win. You can't beat that with a baseball bat, as a matter of fact. And with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. And if you enjoyed this content, give a thumbs up. Hit that bell, hit that like, make a comment. What's your thoughts? Who were you pulling for? And what was your thoughts on this big game tonight, man? NCAA championship is in the books. And like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the game. And with that being said, man, I'm out. Riddlouche, Mr. Live on location. Thank you, Chicago, Illinois. I'm back in the Midwest. Thank you for letting me be a guest in your city. And everything is good. Pray for peace. And rest in peace to all those that we've lost. So, We'll end it on that. Riddlouche segments live on location. Holla.